When I was young, my brother and I built a boat with our father. We spent several years sailing and exploring the Patuxent River. And then I met Toni.
Peter and I spent many happy times on that boat, and so when we got married, we built a larger boat and ventured out into the Chesapeake Bay and its many rivers.
We crewed on larger boats with dreams of sailing the world, but then life took another turn.
Today, we look forward to retirement with dreams of leaving it all behind. Come join us on our journey to sail the seas. What's for dinner, Peter?
We are making fresh ricotta noodles with Italian sausage and spinach with ricotta cheese, and we're just about done.
Sounds wonderful.
It
We're
is
having
great.
a little bit of white wine with our dinner, or a little bit before.
Yes. What kind of wine is this? This is a vignette.
Yes.
I cook you clean.
Always.
This is the first dinner that we've cooked on Moments
This is
in
the
Time.
first dinner we've cooked. We've used the stove once before to make tea.
And tomorrow morning, I think we're going to head out and do some sailing.
Yes, we are.
Are we ready to eat?
I am ready. Is it ready?
It's ready.
Okay. Cheers, everybody. Peter and I are about to have our first dinner. He just cooked it on Moments in Time.
Skipper does all the work, it seems
I'm
like.
cleaning up. He does cook better than me, but I make pretty good breakfast and lunches.
Let's enjoy dinner.
We spent the night in the marina in preparation for an early start in the morning.
Leaving for our first solo voyage on Moments in Time. A little bit nervous. I don't know why, but we are. We just need time by ourselves on the boat. The weather is not all that great, so we're going to head out here. We're going to see what the winds are doing. We're going to plot our course accordingly because we have no agenda. Hopefully we get a little bit of sailing. It feels like we forgot something. What the hell did we forget?
Where's Mike?
Oh my God, we forgot Mike. We left Mike behind. Oh my God.
We left him on the dock.
We miss you, Mike. Here we are, aboard Moments in Time, mine and Toni's first solo. We took her out of the Patuxent River. We're probably just going to sail across the bay. The weather's really fickle. It looks like it's going to be raining the next 3 or 4 days. We'll never see sunshine. But it seems like that's the only time we ever go out. So we're just taking it easy, getting a feel for the boat, getting used to just me and Toni on the boat. And life seems to be good at the moment. We're making about 5.5 knots. Not too bad. Hey, at least we're sailing. We're moving along. The wind's about 6 knots, and we're moving along at 3.1. So can't complain too much. This boat moves in just a puff of air. So this is one of the reasons we like the 1260.
What you doing, Peter?
Taking a video of you on your phone.
It's very quiet out here today.
Yes, we're just ghosting along. But we're not motoring. We are not motoring.
In the late 80s, huge chunks of concrete would fall off the bridge and into the water, so I have a habit of just looking up. Wow, we just cleared the bridge with a mere 86 feet to spare. Yeah, we're not breaking any speed records. Overcast day, the winds have died, but we're just gonna sit here and continue to drift. The sails are full, and it's peace and quiet. There's hardly anybody on the water. We have no agenda today, so we're just gonna see if we can make it up to Battle Creek. If not, we'll bail off at St. Leonard Creek or Island Creek. Drop the hook and cook a nice dinner. Right, Toni?
Yes.
There is a fine line between dedication and stupidity, and I think I was on the wrong side of the line. St. Leonard's Creek was right off our starboard, so we powered up the motors and we motored into St. Leonard's Creek and then into St. John's Creek. We've anchored here before with Emiola a couple of years, a 1260 that we chartered. It's a beautiful and quiet creek.
Peter, what do you have cooking for our anniversary dinner? 39th, by the way. It has to be good.
Nothing too good for you. Let's take a peek.
Just you always remember that.
You ready? We have ribeye with Kansas City seasoning. We have jumbo lump backfin crab meat, and we have asparagus. Steak, cake, asparagus, and we might Oscar it up. Should we Oscar it up?
I have to go check and see how much that takes.
Oscar it up means we'll top it off with a little bit of Béarnaise sauce. I say let's do it. And this wine is excellent. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this wine?
This wine is from Two Lions Vineyard or Winery in southern, I think it's southern Prince George's County.
If you're going to hold the bottle, film the bottle.
It's very good, and they seem like it's a young couple who have started this winery. Anyway, they're making this out of whiskey barrels, and it's a different whiskey each time. And this one happens to be with, what is it, Peter?
Buffalo Trace.
Buffalo Trace, and it's very good. And when they get the whiskey barrel, it has just a little bit of whiskey in the bottom, and they incorporate that into the wine.
I will
just
do
a tiny, tiny little,
I
like
will
an
do a
inch in the
tasting.
bottom, like very, very little.
I will do a tasting. Orgasmic.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Happy anniversary, dear.
Happy anniversary, Peter, to 39 more.
39
and around
more.
the world.
The next 39, you're going to do all the cooking. We're celebrating our 39th anniversary. We've been together. We've been married for 39 years. We've been together for 44 years, right? You really lucked out
I
with this
believe
guy.
you on that. I didn't do
So
that.
we got a bottle
I did
of
luck out on
champagne,
this guy.
and we're on Moments in Time. The first time we had a chance to take it out just by ourselves. We are anchored in St. John's Creek, which is just off of St. Leonard's Creek. The weather, it could be better. Could use some sunshine and warm temperature, but we're going to make a moment in time and have some champagne and share it with you. Okay. Should I just pop it?
Is it going to go everywhere?
I hope not. Oh!
He always does that to me.
This is how I got her married, to marry me. Guzzled her up on champagne. Asti Spumante. That was nice.
Now you took me sailing.
On an 18-foot
On
trimaran.
an 18-foot trimaran, no cabin. We put a tarp over the boom.
Camp on. So, congratulations. 39 more.
Yes.
39 more. Now I'm just going to sit back here and relax in the Monica Lounge. Without Monica, this is relaxing.
It's not the Monica Lounge.
Sorry, Monica. We sat back enjoying the rest of our champagne in the setting sun. St. John's Creek was peaceful and serene. The waters were still, and the lights from shore provided reflections that blurred where the shoreline began and ended. The stillness, occasionally disturbed by an angry blue heron that felt moments in time was trespassing on its domain. We turned in for the night, optimistic that the weather forecast was to change for the better. The next morning, we awoke to rain. At times the rain was heavy, at times it was drizzling, but it was just enough to make the day miserable. This is after the rain has died down tremendously. It's been pouring all day. We kind of knew the rain was coming. So I think instead of going out sailing and being miserable, this will be a boat chore day. There's some stuff that me and Toni has to get done, so we'll do that today while it's raining outside. This was our boat chore list. It was kind of ambitious, but me and Toni tackled this, and we will show this in a future episode. But here we are all day in St. John's Creek. It rained out mostly, but we got a lot done. We got a lot of our boat chores done, right?
We did a lot today.
You know what I think? I think it's time for I would say sundowner, but we haven't seen the sun in a couple
rain
days.
Downer.
So yeah, let's do a rain downer and relax and start thinking about dinner. What do you think?
Sounds good to me. What you cooking, Peter?
I am cooking my famous hamburgers. This is prime rib burgers. I'm making my onion chutney jam, which is pancetta onions, apple cider vinegar, and local honey. And we're going to put these on toasted brioche buns, topped with ricotta, and served with a slice of tomato.
And some corn.
And, well,
on the side.
And corn.
Corn on the cob on the side. We do a lot of our cooking, or he does a lot of our cooking on this grill, and it saves a lot of dishes.
Yummy! What do you think, Toni?
Looks pretty good.
Can't wait to dig in. I might eat both of the burgers. I might eat your burgers. Nothing's better than a hamburger. And these are the best. That's the onion jam, the hamburger, piece of corn, fresh tomatoes. Life is good on moments in time.
Can I eat now?
Yes. Bon appetit. While we enjoyed the peaceful and serenity of St. John's Creek, it was time to head back out St. Leonard's Creek and into the Patuxent River. We said goodbye to the angry blue heron that did not want to share St. John's Creek with us. And we said goodbye to the osprey that was catching fish all around us during our entire stay. We are leaving St. Leonard's Creek, but this is a pretty wild ride. I think we just had a gust up to what? Was it 5 knots?
Yeah.
We're moving along, but you know, it's not going to break any speed records for sure. But at least we're sailing. We're sailing in 5 knots, and we're doing about 2 knots. So we're just going to jibe down the Patuxent and try to head back to our slip anytime after 4, but not too late. Between 4 and 6, I'll be happy. And then cook a dinner at the slip. Just relaxing on the dolphin seat. I'm sitting up here just to make sure that we are moving through the water, and we are. I'll show you. It'd be nice if there was at least sunshine, but since we left, it's been raining. The wind has been light. We did spend a whole day anchored in St. John's Creek off of St. Leonard's Creek. We got a lot done. We took the nodometer out and the transducer, cleaned that, so we have boat speed back. So progress, checking things off the list. Passing point patience. Required a lot of patience to get us this far, didn't it, dear?
Yes, it did.
But we're just sailing on a breath. 4 to 5 knots of wind, and we're moving along.
If I take it.
The river gets really narrow here, the Patuxent River, and everybody's cutting through. Even though we're sailing, sometimes these motorboats just don't care. It's all about them, burning that gas, going as fast as they can. So loud they can't even hear themselves. But yet we can hear every word they're saying. Going underneath the bridge, I got my motors running just to get out of trouble if I had to, because there's a lot of power boats that have 4-foot clearance and they want to go underneath the 149-foot clearance. So, this is a trick Captain Mike taught me. Just start your motors. Why risk it? And we are through. We made it back. Moments in Time is back in her berth at Solomon's. Didn't hit anything.
Yeah, no mishaps. That's the nice way to say it.
No, I did have to abort. I wasn't centered correctly, so I just stopped what I was doing, recentered, and came back in. The wind was coming from our starboard stern quarter, so it was kind of blowing things around, but a nice gentleman in one of the boats next to us grabbed a dock line, and it really is amazing how much easier it is when you have somebody on the docks just to grab that line and tie the one line off. Once you get the one line tied off, we were okay.
And we were okay.
So,
it's all right.
We got the boat ready, got her all tied up, got the shore power plugged in, got all the electronics turned off, and now we're going to have a well-deserved sundowner.
Yes.
How was sailing today, by the way?
It was a very calm sail, but it showed how the 1260 kind of just moves along in a light wind.
We were again sailing at 5 knots of wind, and we were doing about 2.5 knots. Most of it was downwind, or very, very broad reach.
Driving back and forth across the Patuxent River.
we did pass a monohull, just saying, you know. I wasn't really racing, but...
He wasn't, but he was.
I was.
I think the monohull was too, though.
Yes. But, you know, basically we were just, I guess we drift faster than the monohull, so we'll take the victory. Unofficial.
In light winds.
I'm having an old-fashioned with maple syrup and a couple cherries and some bitters. And you're having
I'm having a martini. A little bit dirty, but not a lot.
Two
tiny bit.
Moments in Time.
Moments in time.
Many more adventures.
Yeah. What you cooking, Peter?
I am cooking the best meal we've had. Forget the steak and cake. Forget the futelli.
Burgers.
Forget the burger. This is the best meal. This is a meal we do not eat at home, but we love. This is chili cheese dogs.
Comfort food.
Man, I love chili cheese dogs.
Celebratory food.
Yes. Extra chili, extra dog, extra cheese. And I might splash some mustard on there.
With some onions.
Oh, of course, onions. No ketchup, though. Don't put ketchup on chili cheese dogs.
Oh, I might.
We're still getting a divorce.
No, we're not. We survived our trip, our 39th anniversary trip we survived. We ain't getting a divorce over chili cheese dogs.
If you put ketchup on it, we might have that discussion.
I don't think so.
Hey, what do you think?
It's a lot of food.
Yeah? Better than steak and cake?
I'll let
Better
you know.
than hamburgers?
It's a different kind of better. It's comfort food.
Nothing beats chili cheese dogs.
That's true.
Except I think
West Virginia style chili cheese dogs.
Did you put ketchup on yours?
Yes.
we're,
That whole thing.
we're getting a divorce. We're getting a divorce.
West Virginia chili cheese dogs.
That's not something you brag
It's
on.
onions.
It's not something you brag on.
Yes, it is.
Should ketchup go on chili cheese dog? Please leave a comment. She needs to know that I am right. Speak quickly. We have John Denver playing in the background. I don't want to get copyrighted.
Some days a diamond and some days a stone. And today was a diamond.
That was good. YouTube copyrights us like a blink of an eye. The next morning we awoke and headed home, feeling somewhat comforted by the fact that there still wasn't any wind in the air.